Merry Bowl season, everyone. I'm Brett Gibbons with thelines.com, and today we're breaking down the Barstool Sports Arizona Bowl between Ohio and Wyoming. Before we get started, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the Lines YouTube channel as we're here breaking down all 41 bowl games and the national championship game this postseason. The Arizona Bowl, Ohio, a 1.5 point favorite over Wyoming. This one kicks Friday, December 30th at 4:30 p.m. The over-under is 42 points, and they're playing this one in Arizona Stadium in Tucson, which is one of 12 FBS stadiums that's also hosting a bowl game this season. If you're looking at the MAC, I've been on here saying fade the MAC, fade the MAC, fade the MAC, because they have a 35.6% win rate over the last 5 years in bowl games. However, the MAC is 2-2 this season, so they're faring better than they normally do. You have Eastern Michigan and Toledo with wins respectively, and I think we might be able to get this number above 500 in this game as well. And that's because Wyoming's down their top 4 running backs. Yeah, that's tough. And the problem is they have the 13th highest run rate in the nation. They rushed the ball just shy of 61%. And this team is just fully incapable of passing the football. Their quarterback, Peasley, he's 51% completion, 9 touchdowns, 8 interception kind of guy. And he's also the team's leading rusher that's left to play in this game. Between transfers and injuries, Wyoming is just ravaged in that backfield. They're also down their top 2 starting cornerbacks, a starting pass rusher, a leading wide receiver. This roster is hurting. But on the other side, Ohio is down their own guy, Curtis Rourke, prolific quarterback, maybe the best of the MAC. He is not playing because he suffered an injury late in the season. And unfortunately, his season and I believe his career with Ohio is over here. But they do have a freshman running back, Bangura, who's an excellent running back. He's been extremely effective with and without Curtis Rourke. And Wyoming's 107th in EPA per rush allowed this year. So I think they're going to be able to find success on the ground with Bangura. If you're looking at tackling, which is always fun to watch, and it's something, it's a stat, it's a grade that you can kind of explain why teams are ripping off big runs here. Wyoming is the 4th worst tackling team in the nation, according to PFF, and Ohio actually is the 6th worst. So these are 2 very bad tackling teams. But if you couple 107th in EPA per rush allowed with being the 4th worst tackling team in the country, I really think Ohio is going to be able to find a lot of success on the ground. Their quarterback, their stand-in, CJ Harris, he's about a 50% completion guy. He's a pretty good athlete. He can make plays with his own legs, but just not a high completion, not really a threat through the air. If you looked against Toledo in the MAC championship game, Ohio only managed to score 7 points at 4.4 yards per play. Not great numbers there. Wyoming's head coach, Craig Bowl, he's won his last 3 bowl games. He's a very experienced guy. He's led Wyoming to new heights in their program, which is pretty great. And Ohio, this is their first bowl game under Tim Albin, who took over. His first year was last year, and he actually turned this team around quite a bit. 6-win turnaround from last year, from 3-9 to 9-4, and runners up in the MAC. Albin's job in Athens has just been terrific. If you're looking at where the money's landing, 71% of the money's on Ohio. That's on 59% of bets, which means larger bets are coming in on the Bobcats. Because of that, because of their ability to run the ball, I lean Ohio minus 1.5 here. When you're starting to deal with 1.5, you kind of get into just pick 'em territory. You know, who's going to win this game, and I believe Ohio will. I expect it to be a sloppy, an ugly game. Ohio might be a little bit more motivated because of the season that they've had, whereas Wyoming's kind of limp into the barn with whoever's left on their roster with this one. Neither team can pass the ball well with these quarterbacks. Ohio's healthier. They have fewer opt-outs. I don't think they'll have trouble running the ball. I'm taking Ohio minus 1.5 in this game. But hop on over to our Discord server where you can connect with over 4,000 sports betting fans. We've grown up to now 4,000. Wow, it's an awesome community, and you can get live updates in our college football server, opt-outs, transfers, injuries, late additions or subtractions that we've had recently to these bowl rosters. And if you go over and click on the hashtag roll server, drop an emoji under my name, and you'll start to get these bets in real time, so you don't have to rely on a stagnant YouTube video that can't update. You're going to be getting the best of the numbers. I know we had a late under bet on Wisconsin and Oklahoma State that cashed in there that you could have gotten notified to your phone if you go into hashtag roll server, drop an emoji under my name, you'll start to get those. But don't forget to subscribe to the Lines YouTube channel for daily bowl videos just like this one, and comment which side you lean in the game. When we're dealing with 1.5 points, who do you think is winning the game? Let me know in the comments. Let me know on Twitter at Road to CFB. But thanks so much as always for watching. I'm Brett Gibbons, and have a very merry bowl season.